I wanted to do a quick little video here about my experience there with Walk for Peace movement that's been going on since October of last year, continuing until February of this year when they reached Washington, D.C. A bunch of Buddhist monks that just simply said, we want to just walk across 2,300 miles in the name of peace to help bring awareness to mindfulness and living in the present moment, so that way we are happier overall, all of us, not just them, but everybody, plant, animal, human, we're all happier. It's pretty freaking cool. I knew in October when I started following these guys on TikTok that I was going to go see them. So it was decided I would go to Virginia and cross paths with them there. But the way it did is just monumentally awesome. I don't know any other word for it. Divine is another word for it. I definitely was shown some things that I cannot ever turn my back on, that I have to share. So without further ado, trigger warning, there may be some tears from me in here. So if you are an empathetic person, kind of pick up on emotions easily, you might be getting some tears yourself. So I'm going to try to do it without it, but it might happen. So on Friday morning when I woke up, I saw that they were going to be about a half hour away from me in this town called DeWitt. So I found their location. It was going to be at this church, and they were going to speak from 6 to 8. And when I knew this, it was like 8 o'clock in the morning. So I took some time, and I had set a goal of being at this church no later than 4:30, because I figured an hour and a half ahead of a talking time, definitely going to get a chance to see them and listen to their speech. Well, there was a couple things that happened in between that time frame. They were not going to speak, but you could still come and see them on the way. Okay, no problem. I'm still on my way. You're half hour away. Why not? So DeWitt was this like really small town. I would compare it to like Akron, Indiana, and Ossian. It was small. When I got to the corner of the road I was supposed to turn on to go down and then turn again for the church, there was people already standing there at the corner, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And I turn, and already on both sides of this road, there are just people. And they're just standing there. And they've got flowers, and there's kids with signs. And I mean, it was just super cool to see all these people coming out. And they're so early, right? I thought I was going to be early, but they were there. So I turn, and I go down to the church, and pull up, and there are some of the individuals that are working for the monks there, and I asked them, hi, can I park in this area? Do I need to go somewhere else? And they're like, oh no, you can park here, come on in. March on down there, and I get down to this row of cars, and I just stop randomly in front of this one car, and there's this lady in it. She comes out, introduces herself to me. Her name is Cindy. Cindy's son lives in Evansville, Indiana. So like super cool how that connected, right? I'm amazed at all the people that had shown up, all the flowers, all the people with baskets of fruit, water, you name it. People had it. They were ready. And how many different people, all kinds of walks of life, everybody was represented, and everybody was smiling, and everybody was laughing, and everybody was just happy. I mean, what is this place? Right? So the monks appear, and they're walking, and I'm on the opposite side of the street of where they're walking. So I picked the wrong side of the road to stand on. You go with the flow, right? And as the cops were driving by, I started taking flowers to the cops and just thanking them for their protection, because some of these guys got hurt in the earlier days, and sacrifices were made. And since then, the law enforcement community has really come out for them to protect them. So I was thanking the police, just saying thank you, and was on my knees just bowing to them, because I had done a lot of research on proper ways to greet them, and bowing was a way to do it. And so I did. And one of the monks and I made eye contact, and he came across the street to me and took one of the flowers I was offering. I just bowed again, you know. I was speechless. I was just blessed, you know. That's just all I could think of was blessed. And they walked down, they walked around the church, they said hi to some more people, and then I followed them very far behind. They kind of want us to not walk with them, which is okay. You know, they're not stopping a lot of people, but they're asking, don't. So I stayed behind a little bit, and then I started walking to go up to the church where they were. Did a little live video for you guys. And then it was announced that they would speak. And he spoke, and he was talking about just loving everybody and loving everything, and just taking care of yourself, being mindful of your actions, being mindful of yourself and how yourself is, and to not let anybody control it, because they will use it, you know, to poke you. And he said it so much more eloquently, but it was straight up, just find your inner peace with yourself and the rest will follow. You know, awesome. This is great. Then they gave us all peace bracelets. It was amazing. The next day I woke up and was going to try to cross paths with them again before they got into Petersburg. And me and my MapQuest and ChatGPT didn't do a very good job. We put me behind them again, back into DeWitt, and I'm like, what is going on? This is not right. And what happened was I actually ended up catching up to them. And so I was behind them in my car as they were driving, and you have a bunch of police officers in front and behind them and beside them. So you can't get that close with your vehicle. Perfect. No problem. I'm not trying to do that, right? You're going about 2 miles an hour. And I'm okay with all this, because what I got to see as they were walking by behind them was incredible once again. We had kids laughing once again, waving at me like I was part of the parade, you know? And that's what it was to these kids. It was a parade. It was a parade where they got to give instead of being given things, and they were totally loving it, and it was so beautiful. And then then they went to their spot. They were having lunch. The lead monk had been sick for a while, and he was leading them again for a couple days there. He was walking in the back, just kind of at a different pace, taking care of himself. But that day he was there in front, and I brought my Tibetan singing bowl out. I wanted to give a little bit of part of me in the way that I know how to give peace. He went to come by me, and we locked eyes, and I'm dead serious, guys. I looked into the eyes of one of the most purest souls I've ever seen in my entire life, and as an adult, and so serious about this, all of this, you know. And of course you're serious about it. You're walking through all this winter and past these people that have been yelling at you, and past people that are doing awful things. Of course you're serious, you know. That shouldn't have surprised me. It was just surprising that him and I had that eye contact, and then he said thank you. He said thank you to me. I had no words. I just bowed my head. I couldn't say anything. There was no words. And then they all proceeded to walk by. And I got a video of it because I really wanted you to share it with you all so you can feel the presence. I don't know if you can through it. I know I can when I'm watching them. But they just walked by. Some waved. Some didn't look at me, which is fine. Some can't look at women. That's part of their thing. So that's why I was trying to bow, because I wanted to be respectful, you know. And then the second to last one of the younger monks just had this grin. And it was he was Buddha. I mean, that's what you see with every Buddha statue, is just the grin. I don't know about you, but I've always found monks adorable. They're just adorable. It's like a freaking panda. I don't know. They're adorable. And it was just so profound because there were so many people on this road. It was silent. The snow was falling. white everywhere except for the flowers. Flower petals on the roads, flowers in people's hands, flowers on the monks. Stillness and vibrance at the same time. Balance. We all got in our cars and left because we couldn't do any more, right? You just can't. You got to respect what they're doing. So guys, I really hope this inspires you to follow them, because they're doing this for all of us. This is their way of trying to help us all. And he gave us a mantra, the lead monk did. And normally mantras are reserved and very sacred in Buddhism. And he gave us one. He says, wake up every day and write down, today will be my peaceful day. And don't let anybody change that. And I'll tell you what, I've already been pushed a couple times, but it's working. It really is. And it's just, they're doing this for us because they love us. We're strangers and they love us. And that's what makes it so special. And that's why I want to share it all with you guys, because people can still be amazing. People can still do the right thing, and it be done in the name of peace and love. And I saw it. I felt it. It was real. It was absolutely real. There is times and there's moments, and I know if we all work together, we can make more of them. But man, just everybody's heartbeat was beating for the same thing, and you could just feel it. It was surreal. So, go follow Walk for Peace. They plan to arrive in DC soon, but follow them until there and even longer, and implement some of these things that they're telling us. It's not trying to change us. It's not trying to change your beliefs or your views. See inside yourself and recognize that you can be peaceful inside simply by quieting your mind and getting away from some of these things that are trying to keep you from being peaceful inside. And you know what they are. You feel them. You know, you do. So guys, this was an experience that I wish everybody could have had with me, but I hope through this you felt it. And I hope I didn't make a big fool of myself, but I don't care. Actually, I really don't care. It was worth it. It was worth it to bring this back. So again, go follow them. Send them your love. And again, let's try to think like them, and be considerate and kind to ourselves, and be considerate and kind to each other, and love each other. Like, there's a connection, something that we were found relatable, and the reason why we are on each other's lists. And I have huge love for you guys. So take care, and we'll see you next time on Kara's Next Solo Mission.
Rise with the sun, feel the light on your skin. Every beat of your heart is where you begin. Your breath is the drum, your soul is the song. You've been ready for this moment all along. Every color in your spirit starts to shine. You're tuning to a higher state of mind. Let the frequency take you higher. Fuel your life with your own fire. Glow like you mean it, love like you've seen it. Feel the world healing with every breath you take. Shine like the stars do, the light is within you. We're the wave, we're the sound, we're the love we make. We speak in tones that the soul understands. Golden threads of the earth in our hands. Every yes to the truth sets you free. Every no to the pain plants a tree. Every color in your spirit starts to shine. You're tuned into a higher state of mind. Let the frequency take you higher. Fuel your life with your own fire. Glow like you mean it. Love like you've seen it. Feel the world healing with every breath you take. Shine like the stars do. The light is within you. We're the wave, we're the sound, we're the love we make. 5, 2, 8, we rise. 3, 9, 6, goodbyes to all that held us down. 6, 3, 9 surrounds. 7, 4, 1, we clear. 8, 5, 2, we hear. 9, 6, 3, divine. We are the light, the love, the sign. Glow like you mean it. Love like you've seen it. Feel the world healing with every breath you take. Shine like the stars do. The light is within you. We're the wave, we're the sound, we're the love we make.